What's up with it? I'm about to do something. I'm about to prove how you cannot be born out of wedlock and how that's just an idea to misplace the mind. That's all it takes is the wrong information. And then we got people who not even logical about the thinking. And I don't know why I gotta mention all this shit. Y'all know, y'all go back to God because y'all ain't done enough searching. Tell me I'm wrong. Cause this it don't none of this really prove that it's a guy like how y'all are describing and how every person is personifying or receiving these notions that a God does this. Mm, God looks like this. God should do this. God does this. Like it's too many. But we all right, and that's where we fucking up. Cause we talking it, but the application ain't matching the appearance to people. So here, watch. I'm about to show you, and I'm gonna use me for an example. Okay. So I'm a Pisces, right? My star is Marcabe in the Alpha Pegasi constellation. The Greeks, uh, Alpha Pegasi is a Greek mythology, so we took that from them. I mean, we ain't take it. That's they overall, like, the government type shit. Okay. Alpha Pegasi Marcave. It says the star I'm from. All right, the star Marcave is estimated to be approximately 200 million years old. Is that not a mic drop right there? You got people saying they feel like they've been here before, or they having deja vu. Like, bro, we been. Y'all couldn't fathom this. Y'all hearing it probably be like, man, this some bullshit. This a star, bro. This a star that's making up the path, reality, uh, reactions. Like this the this the black hole that assumed the light 200 million years ago, and it said it haven't blew up yet. Okay, look, Marcave is a A-type subgiant star. What is a giant? What's a giant? Y'all see orb is linked to orchid flower, sphere, globe, something spherical or circular, orbit of a heavenly body. From Old French orb, globe, circle, disc, ring, hoop, orbit. That's what I was just showing y'all. And then you got degrees of your orb. I mean, explosion or your travel, like they trying to talk about 3-eye Atlas. See, because that's what I was saying about 3-eye Atlas. 3-eye Atlas is somebody. something, not something, some being. I mean, overall, some being, bro. It's only us. But in this reality, people ain't used to the different variations of themselves, which is everything around us, bro. Everything around us is like the period parallel universes. Is like the potentials. You can be in this same space too, but things change slightly. Look at it. And then the its explosions and shit like that. I ask, look, Native American constellations related to the Pegasus region. Constellation Pegasus are seen as forming the shape of a moose or moose, the great square of Pegasus. The moose for the Anishinaabe and Ojibwe peoples, the constellation is most prominent in the autumn sky, when the Greek Pegasus is also visible and plays a role in their seasonal narratives and sky maps used to help prepare for the coming season. The coming session, the barbecue, the Tupi people of Sao Louis, or is that St. Louis? Sao Louis Island in Brazil may have seen the great square of Pegasus as a grill or barbecue. They was hungry. Nah, but this is real deep. The barbecue slash grill, the Raro and Arawak peoples in Guajana, South America, not U.S., also interpreted the stars in the Great Square as a barbecue taken to the sky by seven hunters in a specific myth. See, because like I was saying, that Pegasus that's coming from Greek, these are, they didn't put it in the Greco-Roman Egyptian traditions. Greco-Roman Egyptian traditions. Like what he's saying, if you do your research, you good, cause all of the deities from Egyptian are in the Americas, North America, Central America. It's a dude that proved that, but I don't feel like going to that because I'm on this, and this is about to spark some trigger. It's about to trigger something in your brain. Look, the Southwest is a Southwest corner is over what part of the world, right? The southwest corner of the Great Square of Pegasus is marked by the star Alpha Pegasi pass directly over areas of the world that align with its celestial coordinates approximately 15 degrees north latitude and the right ascension that changes with time of day and season, right? Latitude, Earth rotates beneath its fixed point in space. That's a lie. The sky moves. We are stationary, but the sky is moving clearly. The stars directly overhead at the zenith, specific parts of the world at different times. So this band, of latitude runs across North Africa, the Middle East, South Asia, Southeast Asia, Central America, and the Caribbean. I say my star has a magnitude of 8 stars, so it's blowing up. I'm looking up the magnitude, like, uh, and that's like ultimate disaster. Do that remind you of something? Do that remind you of Godzilla? Does it remind you of the nuclear bomb? Does stars' lives are what these these men now are trying to personify it in a way of control, where they saying that they have to keep states and the world safe, so we create weapons of mass destruction. Longitude, the specific longitude over which it is directly overhead, changes constantly as the Earth rotates. They mean as the sky rotates, but this star being a subgiant or a giant, word forming element meaning billion, billion. Uh, we can't even fathom how crazy this shit is, but it's us, it's me. Greek gigas, what we say. You need more gigabytes. You need more, because this is what I'm saying about being broken apart and reassembled again. Was to go back to my constellation, I gotta spaghettify. I have to go back through the wormhole, and I can't go back through the wormhole being in this body. I have to die. I have to turn back into the vapor again. I have to become light. I have to become my star again. And one of a race divine but savage and monstrous beings. They grasping all of the intuitiveness from these stars and processes and phases. And then I got the stir from constellation. What is a constellation? Position of a planet in the zodiac. But what we ain't realizing, we are the whole zodiac wheel. You had to go through every sign of the zodiac to become the ultimate being, the co-creator. We ain't knowing that. We thinking we landed at one and then we won. No, because a human is complex. A being is complex. Right? Being is also driven by frequency, tone, vibration. So that's when I'm talking about the chakra layers and them being tense or the pole for our body. They are the energy centers, the what's helping project our body and helping it be at equilibrium. And like for example, when the sperm rushing the egg, see, and then Mithra is in oh man, let's see. Barsham. All right, so Mithra is an ancient Iranian deity of covenants, lights, oaths, justice, the sun, contracts, and friendship. Now, these characteristics, now y'all really seeing really where everything is coming from, but this ain't a fact of believing. This is tracking the path that we took to come here to be. Because you're supposed to be being and creating bliss, bro. With the proper info, that's what we doing. In addition to being the divinity of contracts, but clearly I just proved that we all divine because we all coming from these auditory spaces, these fluid filled spaces, these like, and we not perceiving or consciously manipulating that space. So it would be a simulation. It would be a simulation, bro. I I can remember it, but as far as me being in control and consciously doing it, yeah. Etymology together with the Vedic common noun Mitra is a Hindu god and generally one of the Adishas, though his role has changed over time. See, we using these to tell stories and processes and phases. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure when the purpose was put out there, nobody took this shit as face value. You know what I mean? We distinguishing it because we know that it could be dangerous. A nigga will act like a god if he mishandled this information. That which causes binding. And when the binding begins, we in Aries. When the sperm is attacking the egg, I said attacking. When the sperm is going to the egg, the ramming is happening. It's springing. It's jumping. Cause when the head going here, the body is about to spring up. The all of the materials for the body is gonna spring up, and then you begin to be woven, radiated, pulled, vowed, you dedicated, you desired, you changed into what you wanted to be. So so we've been doing this for a long time, and we didn't perfected it. See, you coming from a perfect place. The nightmare is to come here and be flawed, and that's what's happening. Through your flaw, you find your perfection. Let me say that again. You're coming from the perfect place, but the dream is that you are flawed. You're not right. You're not wrong. But you coming to get this angle, to get this perception, this magnitude. Like I said, we perfect. When we come here, we act like we not though. We acting like we not though because we got these things like these wants and these needs that we gotta fulfill. This greed that we gotta fulfill. Like if you ain't, if everything ain't synced in connection for the growth, for your growth basically, and you can't see the place like this, it's over. You the devil because you are filled with the wrong information, and that's gonna stir you. Look, that's gonna stir you in the wrong direction. Stir meaning star. Akkadian Ishtar. Remember the goddess Ishtar with all the eggs on her? Y'all remember? So visual real fast. Ishtar with the eggs with the wings. Yeah, you know. Yeah. See, look, the wing goddess. Because we coming. Only a woman is conceiving these. But hey, all right. Look, women are the black holes. Men are the light. Their black holes are swallowing our light. The dark holes are the seats for the light, if that makes sense. And we mingling and we doing this together and dancing and shit, living life. Shit. Cause now we fucked up. We letting other people dictate our future. So we ain't loving them. We ain't caring about each other as much no more, which is crazy. But yes, y'all see this constellation of Pegasus, and all that. All right, third brightest star in the constellation of Pegasus. Hey, but uh, what's the dude? Crazy, crazy. I forgot dude name, but he said it's a Marcade Confederacy, and I'm gonna read that. I'm gonna read that one on part two, but cause I gotta keep do it moving here in a second. But uh, what else? What else? What else? Yeah, we talked about the gigas. Oh, oh, and this and this sign being mutable, which is meaning me to change, to go, to move. So we all going through these phases of reality. Like I said, my star said Marcade 200 million years old. Yeah, y'all have to do your research. Y'all have to do your own research and reveal it to yourself. Because how could you be born out of wedlock? Look, because it started The Christian, the religion did this, bro. Religion. Oh damn. Religion. See, the Abrahamic religions, because you got these men who not regular no more. The greed got them changing. Not the same thing that got us changing, like the stars. But I gotta do a part two. Right now, I gotta push it to the limit. I'm gonna catch up with y'all later.